It is a lot of work to transition from traditional grading practices to standards-based learning. Huge work in doing that process. I give kudos to our 6th grade teachers who've been on the front end of the secondary work.
It doesn't feel like it was a long time coming, but it has been. Like, we've been doing the work for a long time on it, really trying to make sure that grades are reflective of what students are actually doing and what students actually can do. Like, I feel like this jump now to standards-based grading, that's just like the final piece being put into place.
We had a lot of changes, but the changes have been good changes that we've made for our kids. And it's been awesome because, we've been able to collaborate with one another and really figure out what works best for our students.
I really, really like how the focus is on the learning. I don't get asked, is this for a grade? Because that used to be what I was asked all the time was, is this for a grade? Now we'd be like, no, you should do it, or you should do it because it's gonna help you learn. Well, kids don't ask that anymore because they know that the grade is what they can do on the assessment, but they've kind of figured out that those other things you have to do so that you can do well on the assessment.
I think overall they have just shown that they care a lot about how they're doing, and without having like, oh, I have a C or oh, I have a D, it is what you know and what you don't know.
Whenever you're making a change like this, understanding that there's some hiccups along the way, that there will be challenges, things you learn, ways you grow. Us being able to model the learning process for our kids, I think, is really important when we show that level of vulnerability.
Our ability to model as we kind of figure this out along the way is awesome for the students to see how they can also figure it out along the way. And we really try and communicate with them, hey, we're learning, we're trying to make improvements just like you. Being able to adapt and adjust when things change is going to be a lifelong skill for our kids.
I am super proud of our teachers because this came about through teacher development. It's one of the reasons why, as we go into looking at 8th to 12th grade, we're gonna take some time and figure out how to do it right when it becomes even more complex for student outcomes.